Oh, how's that? Is that better? Big? Can you hear me now? What the hell? So I had... Thank you. For some reason, Streamlabs just completely shut down on me, and everything kind of went to hell. I'm not sure what happened. But thank you. Thank you. It even messed with Stream Deck for some odd reason. So I'm not sure what went on. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everything went to help. Sorry. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, everything's messed up. Okay. Well, if you can hear it, I think we're good. Maybe. They destroyed just to destroy?
No. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey.
Yeah, I didn't even have my YouTube chat. I don't know what happened to YouTube chat either. That was everything. I don't know. Streamlabs is being a pain in my ass in the past, like, week and a half. So I'm not sure what's going on. I've had it where it gave me a critical error. Today it just automatically shut off and messed with Stream Deck. I'm not sure why it paused it. So, yeah. They trying to sever the godless connection to you?
Prune the branch, 3 grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they trap the stars? Then, they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze.
Burning books, raising art, that's how it begins.
A mouth silenced, a record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves.
You should go to jail for that. Many folk whittled you down.
Weakened, they advanced on us, they struck. They raised machines, we tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing.
You mean nothing?
We floated in a great glass eye. The fog closed in on us. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun. Lay in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves.
Can't imagine losing the pain of losing the godless.
Their cries. Swords in our heart. A severed limb.
I can understand why she's crazy if
We
this happened.
watched helplessly for aeons. Until you.
Must be why the Emperor sent me all along.
We are the lamp. The bonfire. Forces to be controlled. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here.
Not true, you're here because the other gods are afraid of you. Yeah, we'll do that.
We
I don't
are
like the
the
others.
rain, the swaying grass. What do they have to fear?
Mordecai won't tolerate a god that she can't bring to heal.
We speak, though we are bound. Perhaps our soul was always free. Soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Remember, it's a Sapodome. Your health constantly regenerates when below 50%. I can deal with that. That's where we're going.
Kai, weapons ready.
What? Oh, God. Is there just two? Probably deal with that.
Enemy to the right.
Right flank!
Get some better.
Come and get me! What you got?
I keep getting stuck.
What's...
It's really hard to get up my stun on these guys.
Come on! Dodge this!
Kind of a pain, not gonna lie.
Another win, but who's counting?
Okay. So I gotta go that way. Anything up here? Well, that's where I gotta go. Okay. Anything over here? See that guy there? He's well hidden. Yeah, there's some loot here. Let him fight it out. Why did I get spun around?
What you got? Next one's mine.
I cannot get my
I was worried for a second.
my stun up on these guys. Takes way too. They have to take way so much. They're like take so much damage before it works. I'm trying to go over that way, right?
This is the library from my dreams. This looks like the Akita building.
Wonder
this
where we're getting
place.
her stuff.
Clearly, they wanted their story preserved, no matter the cost. Garlowain's gonads. Envoy?
She likes those
I never
private
told
parts.
you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is a godless library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness.
Dreams can be real now. We might need to keep an eye on our teeth.
You do know what it means to lose all your teeth in your dreams, right? Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
The resemblance is uncanny.
It has been quite some time.
It's
Too
pink
many
hair.
years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind?
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not, it leads to madness.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So, we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean... the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've... heard... Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us.
Clearly not a Wodikin then?
No. For some reason, Wodikin beliefs didn't really take off here, Envoy. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk.
You didn't.
Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
Oh, is that Razor Guild dust? Tell me, did the cardiac failure begin before or after the seizures?
Oh, you're just a barrel of fun, aren't you?
Always.
Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust,
man.
and my people, our people, will be forgotten.
She's gonna go with Rangrim. Maybe.
Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy?
Your life, your decision.
You're no help at all.
Well, I can't tell you what to
Please.
do.
I ask for your opinion because I want it. Tell me, what do you think?
There isn't anyone else who can do this?
I'm already intrigued. You don't need to lay on the guilt, Envoy. I'm so glad that one of Sapadal's chosen stands with you, Yatsley. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rights. Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yatsley. And good luck. She's gone.
Yeah?
Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
We're gonna go this way. long trip just to get here.
Absolutely not.
I'm starting to think these people killed themselves off.
Life is a prayer. Age folk Orison. Is there a way we can turn these off? Can we turn that one off? Something down here. Can we get back up if we jump down here?
Yeah.
I'm assuming so, because there was a chest. Where do we find out? Sometimes I don't understand this game. I've fallen way further in past and not taken any damage. Up there. See anything over there? Oh God!
Gather round!
Apparently I can fall through the holes. Camp. Oh, okay.
Let's take a break before we continue.
Found all the camps.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Gonna be alright, Kai?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting.
Glad to have you with me.
Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
How are you, Marius?
I had a feeling you might ask me that.
Yeah?
I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled, but when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
Jetta?
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the Dream Scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death.
Feel it too, but I'm not alone.
So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
Yatsley?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Alright, take all the time you need.
Thank you, dearie. I'll be ready by the time the fun starts. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy.
That is true.
And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
I'm better than I thought.
You're very resilient. Under different circumstances, I would credit your nature as a godlike. But we all know better. You're strong enough to survive anything. Zapadal picked a good soul when they made you.
That actually made sense to me. As if I've learned something about souls and whatnot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How about you, Envoy? What keeps you so stoic in the face of everything?
Picked up time. I rolled in a seminar and I never attended it. Yeah, think back to the time I was enrolled in a seminar and I never attended it. This is nothing by comparison. Whiskey. Actually, I don't understand it myself. I just feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Perhaps you don't need to understand. Your natural instincts are working hard enough.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. It takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporelings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
5 oddballs on a mission to confront a god. Go wrong.
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once, could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Everybody get some rest.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private. Nothing serious, just planning out the rest of my life.
Get some sleep. There'll be plenty of time for sentiment and hugging later.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sabadal's.
Does knowing that help?
That's what I keep asking myself. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong.
Now you're unburdened and free.
I suppose I have been all this time. I just never realized it. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful.
Do you still use animancy to help living lands?
Perhaps, as long as no one gets in my way. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
Devote yourself to continue your research and grow as an animancer.
I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. But I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it.
Mother, father, be proud.
I know they would be. And not just because some ancient plans told me so. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giata Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
You're good with the animancy stuff. You should...
Keep the same people.
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
It's eating at you.
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place.
It's a testament to the Pergrunan spirit that they can survive here.
The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
Oh, there's a great deal, don't it?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
I've been tempted, but I stood firm.
A bulwark unshaken. Why?
I'm nothing without my principles.
Oil in a lamp. It burns to sustain itself. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break?
We have to trust each other. Not everyone is a potential enemy.
Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
Just more weeds. Companions leveled up. More of the defense. Health regen. Marius will just give you more of your passive. I'm not using him anyway. Now looking for barrier. And since I'm not using her, it don't matter. Doing the more harvesting. Harvesting essence. Alright. Where we gotta go?